Hey Vinayak, are you with Bharat?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So this is the correct link, right? Which I have joined.
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay. Like I don't say anyone, that's the reason I asked.
No, sir. In 5 minutes, student will join.
Okay, okay. Shall we start? Or we need to wait for others to join as well? Bharat?
Yes, sir. I think we have start by 5:10. We can
Okay.
wait for five
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Okay, okay,
I'm sending the message on.
okay. So meanwhile, those who are here, have you guys submitted the assignments? Did anyone submit it, or at least have done it?
Yes, sir, submitted.
Uh, which assignment? Are you talking about the assignment which I think Bharat was sharing in the group? The daily assignments?
Yes, sir.
No, no, not that.
Only
The
first
assignment,
assignment is not submitted.
the assignments which I have given. It's not about like the daily assignments. It's different from that.
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So do you have the link? Everyone having the link where the assignments are? I've shared it in the group. So I'll just repeat that once so that everyone can have a look. So here are all the assignments which I have given. This is related to not the short assignments which Bharat was sharing in the group. It is kind of the practical things which we're doing in the class. Okay. So assignment one, assignment two, three, four, five. Here you have got the five assignments. Uh, but I don't think anyone has done it except for one. But that also I don't have the permission to open the link. And meanwhile, this I think Sunny and so I asked Sunny to actually change the uh, report as well. Sunny, you have not done that. Sahil, Thomas, maybe.
Sir,
So
sir, actually,
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
sir, actually, we're having practical exams and a lot of assignments for college as well.
Okay,
And
got it.
along with that, we have daily assignments too. That is not like
Correct.
mixing well at all. It's really,
I
really
actually
hectic.
thought that like because you're getting everyday assignment, that was like I didn't know that actually, to be honest. Since you're getting the daily assignment, so that's why I don't expect it. That's the reason I was like I'm kind of chilled. Don't worry about it. So try to complete it. Well, I don't know about the deadline or all, but I will ask them to, increase the timeline because the assignments which you were getting, it is like pretty short, right? I was checking that probably it will take 1 hour to complete, but again, I don't want to burden in the evening with 3 hours dedicated to cybersecurity. I can completely understand that part. So I will like these assignments will take time. Okay, it is not a like not a 1 hour job, to be honest. You need to spend more hours of time for this one. So I'll ask Bharat or someone to provide you more time for these assignments. Probably like 2 weeks or maybe 1 month. I don't know. Let me just have a chat with them. And but don't worry, you will have time to complete these assignments. Okay. The more important part over here is not about, see, I'm not going to check like you are doing it correctly or not. What I want is like you are learning very well. Okay. This is more about you learning the subject well. So that's the whole intention about this kind of assignments is. Okay. Clear? Am I clear, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't worry about that part. I will try to extend the time. It's I know it will be a very packed environment when you are trying to do daily assignments. Along with that, I have some weekly assignments as well. So don't worry on that part. So Bharat, please, I will have a chat with you as well after this class. So we'll try to increase the timeline. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Like each
Okay.
of these assignments will actually take some time around like 3 4 hours. Okay. So based on that,
Yes.
5 hours, 20 hours. So based on that, we will try to decide and give a timeline to the students. Okay. Which, uh,
Okay.
after which they will be at least able to complete it. Okay. I don't want to burden them with all the things. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you,
We
sir.
can start now.
Okay, perfect. I think it's 17:09, right? Like, let's wait for 1 more minute. But meanwhile, in the 1 minute, if anyone has any questions to ask, if you've studied something, anything, well, at least related to the assignment that you have completed every day, in that also, if you want to ask anything, any doubts on that part.
Hello, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, sir. Actually, I have a doubt in Conti. Track me, Splunk.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have a doubt that when I was doing the activity,
Mm.
I didn't got the answers first. But when I like there is an new index actually.
Mm.
Index is different for another question. So how can we find that in this index I will get this and that index I will
Uh,
get?
so that's the reason I was actually going with index equal to star. Have you seen that?
Yes, 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 sir.
So because index equal to star means like all the index, right? At least I will not know where the answer is, right?
Yes,
In real life also, and let's suppose you are doing the same thing for a company as well. Like inside a company, you will have multiple indexes, right? Because the logs, what is same? Same is basically like everywhere the logs will be thrown into the same itself, right?
yes, sir.
So that time also you cannot do something like which I have shown here, like all. The time was basically all. You cannot do that in real life. You need to have a like a 1 day thing, 7 days thing, and you need to be pretty sure with your query first. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
you should be knowing where the like I don't want to button the Splunk, right? Otherwise it will be timeout or something. You will not get the result actually. So index equal to star, maybe the particular IP address that you're trying to search, maybe the time frame within the detection time, maybe 15 minutes along with that. That should be good enough to start with, right? And then
Yes.
probably you gradually you progress. Okay, it's not that it one search you will get all the result. It's a gradual process.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. And
Yep.
one more
Hmm.
thing, actually
Hmm.
आपने जो हिस्ट्री दी थी, राइट? वो
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
डेटाबेस में डालने के लिए, लेकिन उसमें
Correct.
से निकालना क्या है?
Uh, have you read the question? I think
एक
that's the
malicious
interest.
रिपोर्ट भी बनाना है ना? Like on
Like,
what?
have you read the question, buddy? It is there at least. I think it is assignment 4, assignment
Five actually.
5
Fifth
it is. Yeah.
list. Yes, I have read the question, but I didn't get it. Like, मतलब उसमें
Uh,
से malicious part निकाल के फिर उस पे रिपोर्ट बनाना है क्या?
perform the browse of the file and okay, wait, I don't do I have the question over here? Wait, hold on. I will just write the question. Let me just share it with everyone so that everyone can see it as well. So, were you able to access the link, buddy? This is
Yes, sir.
the
Yes, sir.
browser history. Okay, perfect. So I think it is good that if you're able to access it, let me just write the question over here. So, so the ask over here, I will just write it over here. Yeah, ask. Find the malicious. I don't want to give the hint actually. That's why I'm just trying to find the malicious IOC from the history and name the type of malware that uses this TTP I will write or pattern. I will just write pattern. That uses this pattern for the download. Yeah, this is the ask. Clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, just try it out. This is a funny exercise actually. Try it out. Let me see who all like you will have questions definitely once you try to solve it. I want you to come here and discuss it with me. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, like I think tomorrow will be maybe the last class. But anyway, you can ask it in the group itself, right? I will be there in that group as well, even after the class is over. So till you are submitting the assignment. So that group will be opened. So any discussion, anything related to the assignments or anything, feel free to ask it over there in the group. Yep. Okay. Neeraj, I think you, if you're submitting the links, I am not able to access it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You
I will try it actually.
you need to give the permission to everyone. Okay.
Uh,
And I think one of the link was actually broken. Yeah. This is the link which is actually broken. This is not a link, I feel like. So this is the broken link. Okay. Just check it once and try to share it again. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, perfect. I think most of us have already joined. It's already 5:15, so we'll start the session. Okay, so today's topic is about web security. Now, when we talk about web security, it is more like web application pen testing or something. Okay, we will try to show you in that correction. Web application pen testing. The things which we are discussing in the terms of the labs or the syllabus, if you see the syllabus as well, it is more like we are trying to cover like almost all the pretty much all the domains that are there in cybersecurity. Okay, so I have shown you about the SIEM, EDR, maybe EDR, no, leave it. SIEM, I have shown it. I have shown the forensics part. I will show you tomorrow some IR parts, but pretty much you have done it already. Like the Conte rooms and all, if you are doing it, that is already the incident response side only. Okay. Uh, we are not able to do any response. Response means what you are trying to do is like once you identify the malware, you are trying to remove it from basically deleting it from the host. That anyway we are not able to do it. Uh, so and what we are going to do it today is more like the web application pen testing career. Okay, so all these are not a single form of cybersecurity. So cybersecurity in umbrella, you have all these different career paths. So whoever is interested in whichever field, you can go ahead and build a career on that field based on the topics that you are learning from it. This is just a basic pillar. Clear? Don't think that cybersecurity includes all of this together. Like it basically include, but you don't need to do it every day in real life. Okay. So when we are talking about this web application security, okay, let me not come over here. Yeah, perfect. So what happens? Everyone is using website, right? So whenever you are opening a website, there are a lot of vulnerabilities in some of the websites, and that's how like hackers try to get into it or something, right? So what happens? There is a organization, I will say, it is a non-profit or OS. Okay, so what they try to do, they come up with this top 10 vulnerabilities that were exploited. Okay, so that were exploited in the period of 4 years. So every 4 year on a repetition, they will try to bring up with. So 2017 they brought up, then 2021. Probably we can expect something in 2025. Okay, so I will just show you. This is their website. Okay, so if you see over here, this is the 2017 report. This is the 2021 report. By any chance, is anyone aware of it or completely new? Anyone? Because this
No,
is
sir.
quite
New
famous.
actually.
It's a very new.
Okay, very new. Okay. Try to understand this. This is more like inside a website. When you're trying to visit a website, there are a lot of parameters being used inside the website, right? So you have JavaScript, probably you have some Google AdSense running up. Lot of things are running behind the website. Okay. So uh, all these vulnerabilities are trying to exploit those features what is present inside the website. So this is the first thing. One more thing is that so few of the vulnerabilities are coming here in the 2021 as a new. So if you see, this is probably the new, this is the new, this is the new one, and few of them were, so this is the rating of it. So in the order it is. So this is the high say vulnerability, like which was like uh what is it, which was exploited in the wild for a period of 10 year or 4 years. They have done the research and they found that broken access control was the most vulnerable thing that was targeted, clear, in a particular website all across the globe. It is not just a particular region or something, all across the globe actually. Okay, so you have over here broken access control, so many things. We will come over here at that part, but before that we'll just try to give you some introduction about what is OS. If someone tells you about OS top 10, that is nothing but these vulnerabilities. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So before we start, I just wanted to show you some basic concepts that like uh, that is actually called as maybe in the reconnaissance tape as well. You can like there are multiple things as well. But let's say you wanted to understand what is being used in a particular website. Okay, so there is an extension for that. I will show you. If you go to extensions, it is available for Google Chrome as well. So this is the extension Web Analyzer, if I'm spelling is correct. Yeah. So this is the extension. It actually helps you to understand what is being used inside the run in private because I am in private. So what is the website is using? Okay. Uh, let me just okay. Let me just try to open any website. So this is some like how to build a website or any other how to document anything you want to do. Okay. So I'll just open one. No, how to cook Maggie maybe. I'll not open. Uh, I'm just trying to open trick website. Leave it maybe. Uh, song lyrics, not Ghana. I just want a generic. Can someone tell me? Okay, how to maybe this one. How to play guitar. No, I don't know. Yeah, probably this website doesn't look like a normal, not basically normal website only, but not a generic. So business and anonymous. Yeah, I am okay with that. Uh, now see, this is what I was actually looking for. Okay, so you can have more info for that. But if I try to do a refresh and if I show you with this extension, so probably you will be seeing what is the website built of. Clear? This is what I was showing you. So
Yes, sir.
previously it used to show you the WordPress versions as well. But obviously they have moved to a paid version if you see over here. Uh, like some plus details and other details you will be showing. But as of like free version also, it is pretty much like you are getting to see, okay, this is a WordPress. They are using HSTS for the security. Probably the website is built upon this Amazon AWS, and for the caching, what they're using. This is very information. This is juicy information if you are an attacker. If they're using PHP as well as you're getting the versions as well, right? And different other things what the website is using, this is pretty much available. Okay, so now the concern over here, once you get to know the versions and everything, what you can do is actually you can, now you have seen. Okay, so I will show you why I was going for the WordPress version actually. So WordPress versions, so if you just search for WordPress versions vulnerability or something, because you will have the vulnerabilities. So this is actually a tool that is actually called as WP scan. You can download it in your Kali Linux. So if you see over here, unauthenticated stored accesses. So basically, if you got to know that this website is using WordPress and probably the version is something like 6.5.1 maybe, then it is actually you can do perform there over there unauthenticated stored accesses or something. We will come to this what is access and don't worry on that part. But what I'm trying to show over here, this is how you can actually start targeting websites. Okay. One more important thing. Now, since this is web application pen testing, I don't know how many of you have heard the term of bug bounty. So bug bounty means it is a legal way of hacking into a website. And for that hacking, you get a recognition. The recognition can be in terms of like some kind of a swags, like some gifts, some kind of a bounty as well, right? So if you go to these websites, I will show you a hacker one. Has anyone heard of bug bounty?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Heard.
sir.
Yeah, definitely. Somewhat, buddy, are you saying something?
No,
You
you
raised.
asked the question that who knows
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
okay, okay. I'm not seeing the team, so you can just, unmute and speak. Okay. So bug bounty, again, I have already explained what is it. So before doing that, there is certain parameters over here. You just cannot go to any website which is listed over here and start doing random things. No, you cannot do that. There is certain procedure for that. Now where you will get to see the procedures and all. So these are all live websites. Okay. So if you see, these are all live websites. So they are paying around $100 minimum bounty. So if you come to this website, let's say, I'll just show you one sample. Over here you can see the payments as well. Okay, so they're paying around $1,000 for a tier 4. So basically vulnerabilities will also have some labels. I think I've already shown it. Have I shown it to you guys? Like CV, like score level, CVSS 1 to 10, right? 10 being the highest of vulnerability, 1 being the lowest, right? So based on the CVSS level as well as the impact, what the vulnerability can do. Okay. So let's say you just have got a vulnerability, you have tried to exploit it, and let's say you're just getting nothing. More like an informational, something very basic idea. So probably you will get a very low amount of bounty, right? But let's say you are just able to hack into the database, right? And you can manipulate the database, you can change some data behind it. So that is again very much impactful, right? So probably that comes under tier one. So that's the idea. Over here, you can see what does the tier one vulnerability, remote code execution, SQL injection. These are all tier one level vulnerability. So coming to this, where am I? Okay. So over here, they will give you some idea about what is the payment and all the things. Tier one, tier two, all the things they will share it with you. And this is very important, which I've shared. So you cannot do randomly all the things inside a website. Rather, you need to understand this out of scope things. That means these are the things which you are not allowed to do. Okay. If you even if you're trying to do, let's say, if you're trying to hack into this website, legally, few of the things you cannot perform on this website. Okay, so you cannot create user accounts without any limits and just go ahead and read it. So these are the particular things which you cannot do it, okay, in this particular website. Am I clear? What is bug bounty and any doubts in this part?
No, sir, no doubts.
Okay,
Clear.
No doubts.
perfect. Okay, so this is again, this is a very separate career. I haven't explored it anytime, but if anyone is interested, this is again a very good career option as well. Okay, but probably if you're starting with bug bounty, that is not a good idea, uh, because you will not get at the starting only will not get enough of bounty. There are players in here who are actually there in the career for 10 years, 12 years. They're earning millions of dollars as well. So you're competing with them when you're going to solve this bounties. So again, that's a tough situation, but uh, I'll just share some example. In India, you should know this guy actually. He's one of the legend in the industry. Recently, his company was acquired by Sentinel One. I don't know if anyone is knowing about it. So I usually inspire him, take inspiration from him a lot. Yeah. So this guy works at Sentinel One as of now. I don't know whether I will be able to see you show you the profile. So this guy, he started with, if you see his news, probably he started with getting the bug bounty at Facebook first. So if you see his one of the best, I think he is there in the industry right now. I think, yeah, probably you can just read about him more. One of the most famous guy in the Indian side. Okay, and recently his company PingSafe was actually acquired by Sentinel One, so that is again a good thing. So whenever I try to mention like bug bounty in the class, I try to mention him so that you can follow him and go ahead and do the task. Okay, so next up, now we will try to understand what is the other parts. Let me just come to my syllabus. Yeah, so we'll now understand what are these vulnerabilities. Okay, so first of all, it is like broken access control. Now what is broken access control? Let me explain you that. So first of all, you try to get uh, access to a website, you try to log in. Okay, let's say you try to log into a website. So how the parameter would be something like, let's say www dot, let's say instagram.com, and somehow they will give you some kind of an ID or something which is like 123 or something, which is your profile ID basically. Okay, so this is your profile. Once you log in, you will get this URL in the URL. Okay, suppose you are changing some parameters over here. So this is the parameter basically. Okay, even if you try this, if you can someone is logged in into LinkedIn, you will see it with each of this profile there is a unique ID attached to it. Okay, so you will see like www.linkedin.com, and then it will be like something like profile and something like your name, right? So let's say Rohit, and then some ID would be generated randomly. So this ID is something very much unique to you. Okay, this is unique number. It is only available for your profile. Now, what the broken access control actually means? Broken access control means you're trying to manipulate something in this parameter search. Okay, so if something is changed in the parameter, if something is changed in the parameter, you're getting the other profile access. So let's say I have just changed this 1 2 3 to something like 1 2 4. Am I getting anyone else profile? Am I able to see your profile? Am I getting the access to their profile? Yes. Then the site is actually vulnerable to the broken access control. Am I clear what is broken access control?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Lab part, should I complete the entire theory, all the 10 vulnerabilities, and then I will move to the lab, or one uh like
Sir, one by one would be better, right? So you'll
one
get
by one will be
direct
better.
understanding.
Because it takes time for the lab part actually, so that's why. So let us complete it once, okay? And then I will again try to give you some kind of information. Don't worry on that. Lab also will do it, okay? So like after this, let me just explain because these are top 10 and it will take some time, okay? Uh, because I need to show you the Bob suit setup and so many things are there. So let me just complete this first and then I will move. Anyway, I cannot complete all the top 10 vulnerabilities as well. I cannot show you all the practicals. Few of the practicals I will show you, okay? Uh, Next, any doubt in broken access control, anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Next up is cryptographic failures. I think, I don't know, we have done any class on cryptography or not, but let's say you're using HTTPS. This S actually stands for the security. Here you are using the SSL, TLS and certificates and all those things happens for this S only in this website. So the idea is cryptography, the idea is like whenever you're storing the data or you're basically the data is happening in two sides, right? So there are two kind of data. So it is called as data in transit. So this is N. Okay, I will just write again. So data in transit. Sorry for the spelling mistake. So it is called data in transit or data at rest, right? So transit means whenever you're trying to make a communication with a web server, it is moving. The data is actually moving. Data at rest means in a server, in the backup server or somewhere the data is at rest, or let's say it is in your hard drive. Okay. Cryptography means it is trying to protect the data, okay, by some kind of encryption, some kind of form. It is trying to encrypt. So what do you mean by this cryptographic failure? Probably the encryption that you are trying to do, or you are using a very weak encryption method, okay? So that is actually called as cryptographic failure. It may lead to sensitive information leakage. So I just give you an idea about some idea about how can it can happen. So again, random example I will try to take. Just anyone let me know if you're not understanding these examples. These are very important, okay? When you're trying to understand these vulnerabilities, you need to understand these examples which I'm trying to give, okay? So if anyone is facing any problem with the understanding of the examples, please let me know. So talking about the cryptographic failures, this is again one out of many parameters. Okay, in cryptography, there can be thousands of parameters where the data is and all about. I will just take a simple one which you will be able to like understand. It is like a database server. It is a password database server. Okay. So let's try to understand. So this is password database server. Now what it is trying to do, it is actually holding the passwords. Okay. So whenever you're going to the website, what you're trying to give a username and password, right? Once you're trying to you give the username and password, something happens. It basically checks in the back in the database. If it is correct, you will be able to log in further. So this is the idea of authentication in a website, right? So this database server we are trying to talk about. So whenever there is actually a concept called as salting. Okay. So let's say the um, password they are using is some kind of hashing algorithm they're using for storing the password. Fine enough. And now what happens? the attacker somehow got access to this website. Okay. Now it may happen out of the 1 million users, many of them are using like an easy password, right? It may happen that some of them are using very easy password. So what the attacker can actually guess this password. So there is a concept which is actually called as rainbow table. So these are concepts which anyone, I think many of you will be hearing it for the very first time. Let me know if you're not understanding. So it is very similar to a brute force attack only. What happens in a brute force attack? You're trying to guess it with the username and password. In rainbow table, slightly different happens. You are guessing it with a password hash. So you have a list of the known passwords in a uh, column. You will generate the hash of it. So based on that hash, you will try to attack it. So this is your list now, this hash list. Now you will try to give it to the website for the website for the password field. Okay, this is what happens in the rainbow table attack. You're generally comparing it with the hashes of the values. Okay. Now coming to what is salting. So let's say the website is not using any salting. So ideally what will happen? So let's say the username is, let's say, XYZ, and the password they're using is like 1234. In this form only they will be having, like, let's say the algorithm used is like hash 1 algorithm. So it will be changed into hash 1 without any adding anything. So this is comparatively very easy to crack, right? Am I yes, yes or no? When you are doing brute force, it is
Yes,
very easy to crack, right?
yes, sir.
Perfect. Now what will happen? Let's say the website has taken an extra step. What is that? That is, like, whenever they are storing a username or a password, so I will just go with the password field. So horrible handwriting, even I cannot understand. Yeah. So whenever they are storing a password, what they are trying to do, they are adding a salt to it. Salt, I think everyone knows, namak, right? It is added to a food for the test purpose, right? So what they will do, they will add a salt to it. You can add it in the front, you can add it in the end, wherever you want, based on, depends on the, what is salt. Let's say the password was 1234. This is the password value. The salt is nothing but a constant value which is added to all of the passwords. Okay. So it can be something like up to, like, it is said up to 32 bits, but yeah, mostly the websites uses 32 bits uh, for salting. But yeah, the idea is, let's say it will just add the website name at the so let's say the website is youtube.com. So YouTube, it will just add the youtube.com at the starting, uh, or maybe at the end as well. So here also it will add it. Now the idea, are you getting it? What it will happen? The hash it was generating for 1234 was very easy to crack, right? Now the password which will be generated for this long string, it will be difficult. Yes or no? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Anyone there who has not understood?
Understood.
Anyone? Okay, perfect. So where am I? Yeah. So this is called as cryptography failure.
Inputs from the website.
Sorry. Yeah. Let me
So
just
what it
complete.
means is that normally the password will be modified a bit, and thereafter it will the algo will be applied to the
Correct.
modified password.
And even the modification, the additional part, it will be same for every password. It is unique to the website. Okay, it is more for a safety purpose. So that tomorrow, if a breach happens in the website, if you see in the news, okay, XYZ website got breached and the data passwords were leaked out in the internet, nothing to worry about because the salt is actually protecting your data. Okay, clear? Am I clear, Satyajit?
Yeah, clear. Yeah, clear.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay. So this is like, okay, the mitigation, use strong encryption protocol. I've already explained you. So don't think that, okay, this is the only thing which can happen salting. There are multiple other factors as well. There are multiple other things to protect this as well. I've just shown you one out of many. Okay, so this is called as cryptographic failures. Okay, like,
Rohit, the
hmm.
thing is added both to the start and the end of all the password which are saved in the salting.
It is not added in that way. It is added to only the front part normally. Okay, but if a website wants it to be extra secured, it depends on the website actually. Okay, it is their call where they want to add it. Either they want it to add it towards the start of the character word, or they want it to end towards the end, or towards the both. It completely depends upon them. Even the value they can choose according to them. Okay,
Understood.
we will never get to know, to be honest, this
Sir,
like what the website is actually using for salting. Most of the details are completely insider information, like inside information. Yeah,
sir,
anyone
what
else?
about the data in transit? Like this is of data at rest, right? So
Data
what?
at rest, correct. So data in transit, you're using the HTTPS thing, right? Certificates are there again to protect it,
Yes.
and other things are there. So that is again a different example of this particular thing, right? So whenever you're trying to go to visit a website, first of all, like if you have noticed or not, but it's a certificate which is getting tried to be verified by your browser as well. So if you see over here, connection is secure, right? If you click on that, there will be a certificate. So this is actually issued to each and every website. Without this certificate, it will not show here connection is secure. Okay. So
Okay.
here you can see, okay, this certificate is issued from Google. Okay, someone you can trust. So that's how it is. There are websites also. I'll just give you some example. DGCert. So this also provides you the certificate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So multiple examples can be taken into, but if I try to speak upon everything, this itself will take 2 hours. So yeah, just giving you some brief idea about this cryptography. The whole intention about this 2 hour session was top 10 was you guys to be familiar with what exactly is OS top 10, what you can expect, and other parts. Okay. Injection. Now this was actually one of the top vulnerability. If I show you the 2021 list, maybe it was at the top of it. So if you see over here, injection has dropped down to level 3. It was at the top in 2017. Okay. Why it was at the top? Because that days there were not a lot of secure coding infra and all. Okay. Today we have secure coding because this normally happens uh, with some flaw, like the developers have left some flaw in the coding, and because of which some input parameters changes, something happens, and that's how the database or something gets manipulated. Something like SQL injection happens, cross-site scripting happens, and all those things. Okay. So what is it actually, injection? So I will try to give you two examples, one with the SQL injection, one will be the cross-site scripting. Okay. Uh, Come on over here. Okay. So again, we'll talk about the database itself. Okay. So let's say the database is nothing but I think everyone knows SQL. Anyone there who doesn't know SQL over here? Anyone? Come on, guys, full silent.
We know, sir. We know, sir.
Yeah,
Perfect. भाई आंसर
SQL
दे दो
is
भाई सब आंसर दे दो please. Okay. So SQL, like it works with select star and all those things. So what happens? Whenever let's assume that the website is using SQL database for storing the usernames and password. Okay. So whenever you give some username, some XYZ and password 1 2 3 4, basically it's nothing but it is a SQL query that is running, like select star from. I'm just giving a hypothetical example, like select everything from particular users, maybe. Let's say all the information is there inside the users. So where username is this, password is this, and that's how the query runs in the background. It verifies and okay matches with the database, and that's how for a particular uh, user you get all the data. Okay, the tabular column data it is basically. So SQL normally works in this parameter. Now what happens because of this? Uh, in this part, any questions in this part? Understood how it works? Typically, the SQL in a
yes,
database
sir.
in a website. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is what happens whenever you're trying. So you will not get to see this query. Okay, this is pretty much internal query. This is outside what you're trying to do, username and password. The internal how it queries its database to provide you the information. Probably, I'm just getting a hypothetical example. Probably it is using SQL, and that's how the database query will look like. Okay. So now how it is like how it is like vulnerability, how it comes into picture. So the people will try to manipulate it. So let's say I'm an attacker, I don't know the username. Okay, so what I will do, I will just write here anything. Okay, any random shit I will write here. Let's say I don't know anything. Okay, I'll just write here a b c d something. So this works. If you know SQL, I will write here a true parameter. So SQL basically works as a true or false parameters. Okay, so I will write here 1 equals to 1 as well. So now what happens? Now try to understand what this query will do. It will try to go in the database with ABCD at first. It it fills this happens only if there is a lack of coding. Okay, so like insecure coding basically. I don't know the basically wrong coding. Okay, so this ABCD is passed into the database. Somehow this parameter is turned into false. Now what happens? This 1 equals to 1 is always true, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So somehow the database will believe the user has provided me the correct information, always true wala condition. So that's how the database will be okay. ये तो सही है मतलब this is always correct, right? So it may give the information which is again which is not a correct information to be provided because you don't have you have not provided the correct username, but somehow the database was manipulated and somehow it has thrown up information which was unwanted or which was sensitive, let's say, because CIA basically confidentiality is not there, right? Because you're throwing up someone else's data over here. So that is called as SQL injection. I will show you this and how it can happen in a particular website. I will show you that. Don't worry. But yeah, this is the typical example. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes.
No,
Perfect.
sir.
Okay. So next up is I will discuss about one more that is like cross-site scripting. Okay. This is also known as XSS. Okay, so this is cross-site scripting. Now, what it happens? It basically tries to. So there is some input parameter in the website field. Okay, there can be a lot of input parameters in the field. Like you have again, you have the login form, maybe the feedback form you are trying to do. Lot of input parameters are there, right? So what you are trying to do over here, you are trying to inject a malicious JavaScript. Okay, something on these lines. Let's say. So you're just trying to I will show you this example only probably. So you are trying to generate an alert, maybe say script. So maybe this line you are trying to add it to the website. So what it will do every time you load it, there would be a pop-up of alert. So this like I can include anything. I can steal your session cookie and a lot of things can be done with this script. So basically the idea is you can inject a JavaScript code inside a website. Okay, clear? This is this vulnerability. I will show you in a practical part if time permits. I think so. I will have the time, but yeah, let me just go a little bit fast. It's already 48. Yeah. Any doubt? Yes, no,
No, sir.
anything?
No, sir,
Perfect.
got it.
Next up is insecure design. Now, this was a recently added vulnerability, which was like in 2021 only it was added up. This actually emphasizes in the design changes. Okay, so there is a um, problem with the design itself. Let's say the model actually, let's say, what is it? Okay, we'll try to come over here. Yeah. So let's say you're using like a Zomato application and the design flaw itself, right? So you're adding, let's say, 4 items in the cart. Ideally, what should happen? Uh, at the time of checkout, it should be like all the 4 items price should be added up, right? So that should happen ideally. Like all the 4 items price should be added up. Now, because of some flaw in the design, let's say it has only in the backend, it is only able to take up to 3 items in the backend. So what will happen? It will show you added a price for just 3 and one will be free for you. Just an example again. So this is called as insecure design. Clear? Because of some vulnerability in the design itself, you're getting something at a discounted price. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. This is just one example. Again, multiple things, multiple angles are there in this particular vulnerability. A lot of things can happen actually. Okay. Okay. Uh, Security misconfiguration. Now, misconfiguration can happen in a lot of way, right? Misconfiguration can happen like, let's say the website is actually working fine. I'll just give you an example, hypothetical example again. So misconfigurations, basically something which is not configured properly or in the ideal way in which it is meant to be kept safe. Okay. Typical example, let's say a website works on which port? Anyone knows what the website works on? Port number? Anyone?
443.
443. So typically 443 or 80, right? So this is HTTPS and this is this is HTTP, correct? Yeah, good. So now, if now try to understand, now this is a web server which I have built. It basically needs you to be public, fine, fair enough. So it needs the port 443 and 80 to be open. Agree? Now, because of some misconfiguration, maybe I am trying to do some random bullshit. So what I have done, I haven't realized it. I have kept the port 3389 open. Now this is the RDP port. Now this allows the attacker to jump into my website and do some shit. So this is actually called a security misconfiguration, where I have, without me realizing it, I have done some misconfiguration. Like I have allowed the I have kept the RDP port open, and somehow are getting the access. So RDP brute force, I think I've already shown you. So this is how it can happen. Okay, clear?
Rohit, I have
And
a question here.
yeah, go ahead.
So now there are so many ports. There are more than 65,000 ports.
Correct.
Few are known, but
Hmm.
many are unknown. So is
Hmm.
it possible that any port by default which is not configured can also be like, let's say port number 15309? Can
Hmm.
that also be used if it is
As
not
a,
configured?
yeah, that can be also be used as an RDP as well. That is a safe way actually to use RDP. Okay. Because
Okay.
normally the attacker will go to some websites like Shodan. I think I've already shown you. They will try to find out what are the open ports 3389. So let me just show you. I don't know I have shown it to you or not. So let's say I will do Shodan 3389 port open. This actually needs a premium version. Let me just see if it allows me. Come on. Because the attacker will somehow know that the RDP port is 3389, right? And the results are crazy. You can see so many results I got. See, have I got any results? They are not showing it. So you can find out based on the remote desktop protocol where it is. Yeah, basically they will not give it to me. Correct. So this is the free license. But yeah, if the attackers are obviously using the paid version of Shodan, so what you can do a typical search for the port 3389 because that is a well-known port, right? And that is actually smart play. You are trying to hide it, right? If you're using some random port again, if you're using, let's say, anything 1053 and maybe that you're told. So if you're using this port, that is a safe way to use it. Clear? Am I clear, buddy? Any questions?
Got it. Got it.
Okay. So that is actually a security misconfiguration. Now mitigations also I haven't explained, but yeah, this is typical. I have written it down over here for you, everyone to go through. Mitigation, probably it will be like if you do proper audit or everything, and then you will be able to get what the misconfiguration is and everything. Okay. Vulnerable and outdated components. Now, when you're using a website, I have just shown you at the start of the class with the help of Web Analyzer. Now, typical example is now you're able to uh, scan the website with WP scan and you're able to get that the WordPress version they are using is typical like 4.1.1. You go to Google and you find out that is typical outdated. Now the latest version is, I don't know, I'm just giving an example. Let's say it is 6.5.1. Okay. So what it happens, leaves us with a vulnerability like 4.1 will lot more vulnerable. Typical example which you may relate not with. So if you're using Android, right?
ना
So
नाक से गिर जाएगा.
can someone mute yourself, please?
So
Yep, thank you. So typically, let's say you're using Android. So what will happen? You get like this Android 7. The maybe the latest update is Android 14. I don't know what is the latest number. Please tell me. What is the latest number? Can anyone tell me? Is it 14? Am I correct? You guys don't know it?
Yes, sir.
14 only?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, perfect. So let's say um, Android 40, right? And let's say now you are using something like Android 12. You can use Android 12 mobile, not an issue, but again, it will be a vulnerable thing, right? Lot of attacks can happen on your Android 12 versions. If you go to Google, find out what is the vulnerability. Based on that, you want to find out any particular attack on this particular mobile, you can do it. That is the idea. Okay. Um, where is that? Yeah. So this actually comes up with vulnerable and outdated components. So you are always you want to keep your softwares and everything up to date. Now this brings to a particular exercise. Okay, just I will try to do a small question uh, with everyone. Okay, so this is the question. Listen everyone carefully. So the question is, everyone knows what is a zero-day vulnerability? Yes or no?
No, sir,
Yeah.
actually, I don't feel like.
Yes.
Okay.
So 0 day
Hmm.
vulnerabilities is the threat which is unknown in the environment.
Okay. Very much correct. Absolutely correct. So it is unknown in the environment. No one has seen it. Okay. Um, I will give you. This is like take it as an exercise. Read about Log4j, leak about SolarWinds attack. So now the question is, let's say you are getting an update in Microsoft Teams itself. Okay, you're getting an update in Microsoft Teams. Suddenly, I'm using getting a pop-up. Hey, update the Microsoft Teams. I am updating it, and tomorrow I'm getting a news. Okay, this version is infected, and the attackers are getting direct access to your system if you're using this version. That is actually called a zero-day vulnerability. Okay, and there is no solution to it. Now my question is, how, if you are becoming tomorrow a cybersecurity analyst or someone in the defensive side, how you are going to react in this particular situation? What is the thought process? So let's say your company is using some XYZ application and the versions that you are using you have updated recently. It is actually vulnerable to a zero day, which no one knows the solution to it, frankly. So how, what is the solution? Or there is no perfect solution for it. What you are going to do? Anyone? I just want a random discussion. Summer Singh roll back the version.
Yes, sir.
But
So,
hmm,
recently, Windows had an update
hmm,
due to which some system screens were getting shut down at the
that
airport.
is not a Windows vulnerability.
Yeah, but
That
we could
was
roll back the
projected as a
version, right?
Windows vulnerability. That is not a Windows vulnerability actually. But let's say you are already vulnerable, right? You have already updated it and like you are observing the blue screen update, you are not able to open the system only. This is just a hypothetical discussion. You can give any random answers. Yeah, anyone else? By the way, Samarth, I think you were speaking. That was because of the CrowdStrike. Okay, it was not Microsoft Windows. I don't know why this uh, Indian media showed it as like uh, Microsoft got hacked and all this without. I've seen it in news channel actually in India, so they
Yeah,
were
I
showing it.
saw a post on Instagram.
So the try to when you are studying cybersecurity, try to understand what is the root cause of it. Don't believe this Indian media. It is bullshit. They don't know anything. They was randomly they were I was laughing at the corner. It was like I think some of the people came and they was having a debate on the topic, typical news channel behavior. And they were saying this is some Microsoft goes down, the data center was hacked, all those things. The reason was the CrowdStrike actually did something. They have built made some changes in the kernel level coding, and which was not like accompanied properly with the Microsoft Windows. So that's how when CrowdStrike pushed that update, it caused a blue screen of death error. So that was the issue. But again, Indian media, hats off to them. Okay, jokes apart. But
Sir,
yeah, any other question? Any
hello,
other
sir.
answer?
Actually,
Yeah.
in our discussion, can we see it as a design issue
Uh,
or
why design
like
issue? You're updating something, right? It
no
is
no
not
no
a design
the
issue.
CrowdStrike मतलब CrowdStrike में जो kernel का
CrowdStrike design issue. Correct. Yeah.
हाँ हाँ in our
Uh,
discussion web मतलब insecure design वेब सिक्योरिटी के बारे में अगर हम बोल रहे हैं तो
it is like more like an like obviously it is a like it is a vulnerability. It is a loophole in the product of CrowdStrike itself because they should not be doing any changes in the kernel level. If you guys know it, kernel is the ultimate level of access where you're directly talking to the hardware system. So that is kernel level. If anyone doesn't know it, so ideally you should not be going to the kernel level. Okay, so that is again a flaw in the design itself. Correct. Yeah, but coming back to my question, any answer to that? Satyajit, want to try?
So
Or
maybe
anyone
stop
else?
the
If
service.
if there is a unknown, we will have to continuously monitor our network because
Hmm.
that is the only if the way net matlab the users are, and I mean the way functions are happening in the network is where we will come to know if something is wrong or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Accepted answer. Okay. This I am not going to give any answer today. Probably if someone reminds me tomorrow, I will give you the answer. I'll give you guys time to think. Uh, so next question is again, this is a question as a homework. You can take it. Next question is so tomorrow this doesn't happen in the company. What prevention you are going to take? Okay. So these are the two questions. Can someone take the courtesy and please remind me tomorrow about these two questions? I'm more than happy to discuss about them. Okay.
So can you repeat it again?
So the question number one is you are the cybersecurity analysts, okay? And somehow your company got an update of XYZ software, which is mandatory. You cannot stop it. So someone is giving the answer, stop it. No, let's say it is mandatory. Okay. Stopping will give you some monetary loss. CEO is not happy with that solution. Okay, you've tried to find out any other solution. This is just a random idea. I'm trying to make you guys think more. So the question is, what you are going to do at that stage? You know that it is a zero-day vulnerability. You're seeing in the wild that it is getting exploited by the attackers at a randomly. Okay, so this is the first question. Second question is, now you are the decision maker in the company. So from the next time this incident doesn't happen, like say 0 days, if tomorrow is a zero, like tomorrow there is a new 0 day, uh, this incident doesn't happen to you again, what preventive measure you can take? Okay, just a random question. I don't want you like I want you guys to think again. It's a good habit to think. So yep, give me the answers tomorrow. Am I clear everyone with the questions?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
yes
So,
Yeah, try thinking. It's a good habit. Don't go to chat gpt and give me the answer, please. Hi. That is good for homeworks, and this is not a homework. This is more like you trying to think something. So use your brain. Don't go to chat gpt and give me the answer. Anyway, chat gpt will better answer than me as well, I guess. Okay, so vulnerable and outdated components are done. Now it is like identification and authentication failures. As the name suggests, identification means when the website is trying to verify you, right? um, what is that? That is trying to verify. So that is called as identification authentication. Typical step is like username and password. So there is some misconfiguration in that part. Okay. So somehow the authentication is not done properly and you're getting access. Let's say the site doesn't allow you for the MFA part. Uh, like they are not checking like a very easy passwords they are trying to take. So a lot of things can be done over here. So that is actually a authentication failure. Identity authentication failure. Let's say the website doesn't allow you for the MFA. Again, that is again a vulnerability in that website. Okay. Next comes up with software and data integrity. I think I have already explained you what is integrity. It means anything change of the code. Okay. So typical example. I know you guys are from maybe typically from CS backgrounds only. Anyone other than that? So full silent. All from CS.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay, let's say this is a software that you are running. Now, for some reasons you're using uh, at the back end, maybe you're using some API keys or something for data to be pulled up from a website that is called as XYZ website. Okay. I know only API things, so I'm showing you that. So you can also CI/CD pipelines are also used for this purpose only. So let's say the software, some of the main idea is you are trying to have a reliance on a third-party website. Okay. That is the idea. Now, because of this vulnerability, what is there? You're not checking the integrity, like you're not checking the. So once it is there inside your code, you're not checking the code itself from where the data is coming from. Once it is done, you're not checking it ahead. So tomorrow again, if you're pulling in something from that website, okay, you're not checking where the data is coming from. So what happens? The attacker comes in, changes the code to some third party XYZ, like some attacker website, let's say. You're not checking it. You're getting the data from the attacker website. So this is called a software integrity failure. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This can happen in multiple ways. Okay. Again, uh, the thing which I was saying, zero-day vulnerability can happen over here. How it can happen, I will explain you. Let's try to understand it with the example. Uh, Teams only. Okay. So Teams, let's say they are throwing an update. Fine. Now, when they are throwing the update, they have made some changes in the code, right? Let's assume that they have find something and they have changed the code. And let's say the attacker got access to this code. Attacker has added some maybe few lines of code inside this entire set of codes, and that was actually updated over here. Now this is what update you are getting over here. Now in your screen, you are seeing this update, which includes this malicious code. So where was the failure? Because Teams, after they have updated, they have changed the code, they have not checking the integrity of the code. They have forgot to check the integrity of the code. And like you can check it with GitHub version control, so many things are there, right? I'm not going into that reason, but the idea is over here, somehow the attacker got into it, added some few lines of malicious code, and then the update was pushed to the customers. So that is the software data integrity failures. Typical, this attack only happened, if I'm remembering correctly. You can go ahead today and read about this particular SolarWinds attack. Typically, it happened on their Orion software. So this software, Fortune 500 companies uses it for the network monitoring purpose. Same thing happened. Attacker got access to that Orion software. They changed, they pushed some code, and the users received the update from this SolarWinds itself. Okay, something like you're using Teams and you're getting a Teams update. So it is, try to think in that way. So they were, cousin companies were using SolarWinds. They got the update from SolarWinds. They updated it and they were hacked. So easy, right? Just read about it. You will understand more. SolarWinds attack. Typically, this attack happened, if I'm remembering exactly. I think I worked on it. It was happening back in 2021, I guess. 222. Okay. Please, any questions? Software data integrity failures. Anyone? No questions? Understood? Perfect. Security logging and monitoring failures. Same. This is a vulnerability in the same. So somehow your website you're not enabling the logging properly. You are not logging whoever is authenticating to your website. You are not logging that. Uh, so that is again insufficient logging failure, right? So security logging and monitoring failures, you are missing out some kind of logging which leads yourself to a vulnerability. Why? Because tomorrow if there is an attack, you will may not be able to respond to it properly. So this is security logging and monitoring failure. Okay. Next up, the last one, server side request forgery. So server side means you try to understand this is more on the server, right? So when you are trying to go to the website, what I've done, yeah, this is more on the uh, server side. So server side, what is that? Server side, you have this databases, the password databases, let's say youtube.com, the YouTube videos database, all those things will be there, right? So what the attacker will try to do, attacker will try to go to that internal resources, okay, which is not public, should not be publicly accessible, and somehow they try to get some juicy information on that part. Okay, so that is actually server side request forgery. Any questions on this particular theory? I know it was a long theory session, but can't help. This is important. Any questions? Any of the OS top 10? Now we'll do practical, but before that, just wanted to ask. Any questions?
No, sir.
Everyone understood it? Magic.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, till it loads up, let me just ask you a funny question. How many guys of you are following cricket match? This test cricket. Okay. Of India is playing well, right? Isn't it? Yes, no, something. Come on.
Hello, sir.
Full.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, can you please look into the assignments right now?
Look into the assignments right now.
मतलब मैंने वो बस
Hmm.
ये
Mm-hmm.
ड्राइव की लिंक डाल दी है मैंने अपनी इसकी।
Dry cleaning.
नहीं नहीं ड्राइव की लिंक डाल दी।
Dry cleaning. Okay, I heard dry cleaning.
नो सर।
Who is this guy? Sahil Thomas, right?
नो सर एक्चुअली नीरज।
Neeraj. Okay, let me just go to Sahil Thomas. Please make some changes. I told you to make the changes in the report. You
Sir,
haven't done it. Yeah.
yes, sir, I'll make
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I got it. Like, oh, I have don't have the access yet, buddy. Neeraj. You need to allow it to everyone.
Actually, sir, I just did. Okay, I will do it again.
So you need to like share it in such a way so that everyone has the access to it. Everyone, whoever is having the link will have the access to it. That's how you need to do it. Yeah, Satyajit, you wanted to ask something?
No, you asked, so who was following the cricket match? So
Cricket
that's
match.
when
Yeah,
I
correct.
guess.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So what about examinations? When are you guys having the examinations? Is it running now? Is it happening now?
Sir, yes, practical exams are there in this week and then written papers from the following week.
Following week. Okay. So up to how much time you will have the exams? Because I don't want to bother for the assignments in the exam time. Just wanted to know for
Sir,
that.
written exams will start for, that's the tentative timetable, from
Hmm.
6th and they will go up until 23rd
23rd. Okay.
of December.
Okay. Okay. So I will just ask if I don't know whether it is possible or not. I'll just ask these guys to see if we can do anything so that you guys are having the deadline after these exams are over. Okay. I'm not promising you because I don't know the procedure. I will just ask them, try to convince them, and let's see. Because I know these exams and all. Which year is this batch? Which year you guys are in?
Sir, we are from wearing like
Okay,
years,
bearing with.
second, third,
Okay.
and last. Yeah, but
Anyone here
this
who
the
are all
time frame that I've
last year?
given.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Sahil, go ahead.
So the time frame that I've given, that is for second year, third year, and fourth year combined.
Okay,
6 to
okay,
23rd.
okay,
That's what the
okay,
circular says.
okay. Perfect. Okay, got it. So the fourth year guys can please raise hands. Maybe only two guys. Okay, three. Okay, perfect. So has the placement started in your college?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All the best, everyone. Whoever is sitting for the
Yes,
placement.
yes, sir.
All the best. Okay. Meanwhile, my Kali has been. Which domain you guys are searching? Anyone there looking for a job in cybersecurity? Let me just come. Anyone there who is looking job in cybersecurity? No one? Strange. Okay. Perfect. Maybe you can decide maybe after this course. Okay. This is how Kali Linux looks like. Old boring screen. Somehow some people takes interest in the wallpaper. Okay. So the software that you can use. So there are two software. Okay. One is coming from the OWASP bits. Do I have it over here? No, I don't have it. I will show it to you. So one is this OWASP Zap. You can use this software. Very similar to the Bubsuit only, which I will try to show you. But this is again an alternative solution. So you can use this Zap tool. Today I will show you with the Bubsuit because I am familiar with that only. Okay. So Bubsuit, it will try to log in. Fine, fair enough. And try hack me. Okay, anyone looking for off-campus placements? Anyone trying for off-campus? Fourth year students? Yes, no, nothing. No.
Sir, we have in-campus placement, so we haven't tried it. Like,
Everyone has it, but somehow
yeah, I haven't tried it. Does Hacker
you have.
Central has some internships or placement going on? So I could apply.
Oh, Hacker Central has it, right? I don't know. I'm asking you is.
We don't know, sir.
Okay, you don't know. Even I don't know. So don't want to comment on that part. So login screen. Just let me log in. Okay, I'll just turn off my screen share. Let me share my screen again. I'm very bad with these captures, guys. Does it go? Yeah, perfect. I don't want to save it. Okay. This is again typical interesting part. I don't know. I think I have already spoken it about advent of cyber. So if anyone is taking interest, probably fourth year students, I think uh, practical placement sessions, so many things are there. But everyone else, first year, second year, third year students, please try to uh, register in this advent of cyber. It happens from um, 1st of December to 25th of December. Every day you will be getting some challenges.
Sir,
So,
I had one small doubt.
hmm,
Sir, since we're using virtual machine and using the Try Hack Me site on Kali Linux, would it be
mhm.
safe if you're doing all sort of nasty things on the VM? Because we're using our actual
Nasty
email
means
ID.
what kind of nasty things you want to do?
So in the sense that if some sort of malware comes onto the system,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. You
would
can,
that
you
be
can.
safe to do
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Kali?
Yeah, like malware typically Kali will not make any sense. Probably you want to do it in Remnux.
Okay,
Yeah, but
fine, sir.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah. Typically you can do it. Like you will have some malware analysis sessions after this. After my sessions, next week you will be having some malware analysis 2 sessions as well. So where probably he will be showing you malwares itself, right? How to do the malware analysis and stuff in the VM only. So you will be deploying malware in it. Okay. So yeah, Bob suit. I think everyone will be seeing it for the first time. Anyone who has seen it before? Yes, no, anything?
Yes, sir, I have used it.
Name, please. I can't see my
First
screen.
time
What
seeing
is the
it.
name? Let me just come back. Okay, who has used it before?
Neeraj,
Neeraj.
me.
Okay, Samar. Okay, good. Fair enough. You guys can help me if I'm stuck somewhere. Okay. Uh, so you can click on use Bob defaults and everything. So that's how you can start the Bob. So this is nothing but a proxy tool. Okay, what is proxy tool? If I just try to give you a brief idea, proxy means how you guys do it in the college for some of your friends. Okay, so teacher is calling your name and maybe you're bunking or something, and somehow someone of your friend will take present ma'am or something. Correct? Anyone had done that? Even? Yes, no, anything.
Yes,
Even
sir,
if you've
done.
done it, probably.
Done.
I thought probably if you have done it, you will not say it. Okay. Ah, fair enough. I think everyone has done it. So that is actually called as proxy, right? So proxy means instead of you, this is supposedly you should tell to the ma'am that, okay, I am present. Instead of that, you are giving someone to do that on behalf of you. Correct? This is proxy. So pop suite is typically doing the same thing. Okay, it is intercepting a request. Uh, so this is your laptop. So here the pop suite actually works. It is intercepting every request, whatever is going out, whatever is coming in, everything. Okay, all the request that you're going from your from to the server as well as the response. Everything is tracked down by the Bob suite. Now it depends upon you whether you want to forward the response, drop the response, whatever you want. I will show you in a moment. Okay. But typically this is what the proxy Bob is nothing but a proxy, and this is what it is trying to do. On behalf of it is trying to go to the website. That is the whole idea. Okay. So Bob suit is out of date. Typically I need to do some bullshit. I need to update it. That I need to do. Okay. So leave it. Jokes apart. So this is how the screen will be greeted. This is the first screen. Now what you need to do, there are a few important settings for, so as I told, right? So on behalf of you, Bob Suite will do the talking to the website. So for that, few settings are required. Okay. So there are typical all the things over here. You can see dashboard, target, proxy, intruder, and all those things. You can go to this proxy. Come over here in the proxy settings. Now remember this thing. Can you see this? 127.0.0.1 and the port is 8080. Okay. This is important. Now you can do two things over here. Okay. I will show you both of the things. Either you can do a hard proxy, which I will not suggest. So here also you can do the hard proxy. So what you can do, manual proxy, you can put your configuration and hard proxy will be there, but it will be difficult for you to navigate around. Every time you need to come over here and change the thing, and it is a pain. Okay, so what you can do instead, this is my browser's inside proxy. You don't want to use that. There is an extension for it. Adds on themes and extension. If you come over here, the name is Foxy Proxy. So this is the extension. Just click on add on proxy. Probably I will use it for private windows as well. Okay, so this is how the extension will look like at the first place. Now I need to add up something, so I will go to quick add. Click ho jawe. Okay, I need to enable it first, maybe. Why it is not clicking? Okay, I'll go to options. Yeah, so I'll go to proxies. I'll click on add. Okay, please follow everyone. Okay, I will just go do it again. The proxy, this is the extension tool. Click on that. You need to go to options over here. Go to the options. uh, you will see the proxies part over here. Go to proxies. click on add. Now the title, obviously I'm trying to do it with burp, so I will put here burp. Host name, if you remember it, I don't know how many of you do it, but if you see it over here, the host name is your first part of our IP address. The next part is the port number, right? So the host name would be 127.0.0.1. Okay. So 1, 2, not 3, 0.0.1. If anyone knows it, what is 127.0.0.1? It is basically your local host. Okay. It is your internal machine talking to you. So I'm trying, where is that settings? Yeah, 8080. Okay. So here I've given the 80. I am not giving any username password because anyone can use it. I will save it. Now, once it is done, I will close this. I will now see the buff was added over here. Up to here, anyone any doubt, guys? Any doubt?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No doubt. Good. So click on this burp. Now it is ideally redirecting it to my burp traffic. But if you remember, I need to and basically you will not remember. I need to download one certificate so that my browser trust my burp. Okay, so for that you can go to http burp and that's how it will be loaded. Okay, this is nothing but a browser based certificate. Okay, so for as I was telling you, whenever you are doing something, your browser needs to trust, right? The certificate is generated for the SSL TLS, and that's how it will show you it trust the thing. This is the certificate. If you have missed it before. So where is that? More information. You can see here is the certificate idea, right? View the certificate. So this is the certificate which is coming. So this is Cloudflare has issued the certificate to try hack me. So similarly, I'm trying to generate a certificate for our browser. So I will do this. So here you can see this file got downloaded. So it is there inside the downloads folder. Now I need to import it to my browser. Okay. So I'll go to settings. I don't know where is it. So let me just search certificate. So it will come over here like this. I'll go to view certificates. I'll click on import. I will do that import probably. And somehow it is not fitting my screen. So yeah, if you see over here, I need to import this. Click on open. I need to trust this. Okay, this is sports figure, the Burp Suite company only. So I need to trust it for identify email users. I don't need it. Typically, you can click on yes or no, depends upon you. This one is not essential. Websites is essential. Okay, so I'll click on OK and click on OK. That should be good enough. Now the magic is, let's say I want to go to youtube.com. I'll show you. So the youtube.com is loading. Basically, I'm trying to show you that the internet is actually working in my laptop or the VM. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, oh, this came to trending, huh? Okay, nice. So basically, the internet and everything is working inside the VM. Fine. Now I'll close this. Now see the magic. This settings is done. Now I will come to this intercept tab. So here I will come to this proxy. I'll so here in the target actually it tries to load up the things which I'm going to the website. It automatically takes up. Don't worry on that part. So come to the proxy part. Okay. In the proxy part, what you need to do, you need to intercept it. So now we want someone on behalf of me. Neeraj will give my attendance. So now Burp will go do the talking on behalf of me. So I'll make here intercept is on. Now I will, oh, I have closed it. Don't worry on this. This is, I'll just make it off. Let it just load. I don't know why I've closed it, but I shouldn't have done that. So it is okay. It is already into perp, right? So here you can see intercept is on again. I've make it on, and now I will go to youtube.com. You will see that it is no longer loading it. Can you see this? It is forever loading screen. Why? Because the request is now captured by my burp suite. It is not moving forward. Okay. So now the request you will see able to see over here. Only if I forward the request, you will see I need to forward so many packets of youtube.com. You will see the different host, what are the different things. So only if I forward each and everything continuously, typically, then only you will be able to see the website. If I again go to trending and you can see over here, I just need to forward each and everything. Probably then only you will be able to see the messages. Okay. So that's the idea of burp suite. Any questions in this part?
No.
Any questions? No questions? Damn good.
So what would be the application of this?
Application of this means like what is the use of this, right?
Yes.
I will come to that. Don't worry. I haven't told you that. Have you understood the working of it as of now?
Yes,
Basic working?
understood the working, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Perfect. Okay. What is the application of it? I haven't told you yet. Okay.
Well, sir,
So, hmm, hmm, hmm.
actually, sir, I have a doubt in that proxy extension actually.
Hmm.
होस्ट नेम की जगह पे क्या डालना है?
Hostname over here should be your IP address. Where will you get it? Go to proxy settings. The first part, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
127.0.0.1. So this is your host name and 8080 becomes your port number. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So over here, I will show it to you again. Can I change? Yeah. See, clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Fair enough. So I'll just make again the intercept is off and so the application of it. Now only we were discussing all these random things, right? The mm, how to do this vulnerability, this that vulnerability, all those things we were discussing. That is the application. You can do it with the burp suite. Let's say you want to do a brute force attack. How will you do it? You will be doing it in this particular method. Okay. So let's say I don't know anything. So I will show you some brute. Do I have it? Brute force lab. Sportsweaker. Okay, this Sportsweaker Academy, I don't think I have spoken about it. Let me come over here first. So, in this academy, this is a free. Okay, so this is again the Web Security Academy. Whatever things we were discussing, I think more attacks in that. Okay, so you will find out the SQL injection. You can few learning materials. Okay. I was discussing about the cross-site scripting and everything. So here you will find SQL injection. I told you how to do the SQL injection. So you will be able to see that. I will open that. I have explained you the cross-site scripting. So here you will get the labs as well. Okay. So you will see here the labs as well. So what you need to do, you just need to log into it. Probably I have my, no, I will just stop sharing and do the login of mine. Just create an account. It is completely free. Okay. No need to pay any money for that. This is from the Bob Suite website itself. They're providing a training, awesome training. And it is based on the web security side. So if anyone is interested towards the pen testing side of things, this is the things you can come up. So again, I don't have a license to it. I will show you. I'll share the screen again. I've just done the login to my account. Okay. I'll come to this academy part again. So yeah, if I come up, so so you can come over here and do all the labs, whatever you want. You can come to the learning paths. All of them are free actually. Okay, so you want to do some LLM testing, then you want to do some cross-site request forgery. You want to do some click jacking, SQL injection. I think I was explaining the SQL injection, so you can click on that probably. The best part is that it provides you lab as well. Okay, so show you so many things about how what you can do and everything. And if you just click on it, it should show you. So what is skill injection, how you can do so many things. It will be keep on showing you. Okay, how to detect. It will just randomly just here. I think they will not provide you any videos, but yeah, you can actually learn a lot from this particular website. Okay. Now next comes, I will show you a few of the attacks which I was explaining you. So let me show you the brute force attack, how you can do it using the brute force lab for Swigger. So doesn't, where is the lab? I need a lab. This is not there. Probably the other part. Yeah. So here you can see what they are saying. uh, you need to find out the victim's password. So here they have given your credentials to log into the system, and they are saying you the victim's username for whom the password you need is Carlos, and you need to get the password. So here you can actually see the solution as well. No need to like do lot of things, but you can actually see the solutions. Wait, hold on, I will just come to it. So if you come to authentication labs, so I will just show you a simple thing, enumeration via different response. This is a simple lab. Okay. So what you need to do, I'll show you the solution as well. Okay. So here the solution part is there. This is the candidate. So you need to click on access the lab. So once you log in, you will be able to access the lab. Just click on that, and you have this candidate's username. You have this candidate's passwords. Okay. So what you need to do, probably you can just copy it up. Can I do it? Copy it like this? No, it will be copying everything. So probably I need to just copy everything from here. So just need to copy it. So this is username, right? So I'll just copy it. I will try to create a folder. So typical how you will do brute force attack on a company, right? So cd downloads. I will try to make a folder, let's say for my burp, like PURP cd PURP, and go inside that. There is nothing. So I will just make a nano. These are my username dot txt. I'll create that. I'll paste my everything. I'll save it, and fine. So here you can see cat. If I do cat username, you get all the result. Clear? Am I clear what I have done? Like if is
Yes,
everyone
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I will try to copy the passwords as well. So these are all the passwords. So, and don't worry, like I will suggest you guys to see the solution and do it. Don't think that you don't want to see the solution. Solution is here. Do it by seeing it. It's not a problem. The more important thing is you need to learn the things as of now. Okay. So I will just do another one. Nano password dot txt. I'll do it. I will paste my passwords. I will do Control X, done. So here, if I do now ls, there will be two files which are like password, username. Okay. Up to here,
Yes, sir.
no doubt, right? So now what
Yes, sir.
I need to do now, I think, okay, this has already been logged in. I think I have already got it. So now let me see what they are seeing. Okay. So post login attempts, I need to still find the post login request. So I'll go to home, probably not there. So this is the login page. Okay. So this is the login page, typical username password. Now let's say the idea is to brute force on this particular site. So before I do that, what I need to do, again, this should be inside the Foxy proxy burp extension on, so that it comes to my burp suite. I will make the intercept is on. Okay. I hope nothing is coming over here. There is some ping request. I'll just forward it. Uh, Okay, fine. Over here now, if I come, I don't know anything. What is the username and password? So what I will do, I will give just admin, right? So typically this is what you will do. I'll keep on like press the login button. Ideally, it. Oh, come on! I have done some bullshit. Wait, hold on. I'll just try it again. I will. I have actually forwarded that packet. I'll make the intercept is on. I'll keep press on login, and this is the page I was waiting for. Okay, so here you can see this is the request page. So if anyone is asking application, now you can see the application. So
Yes,
the
sir.
request is in this. We are sending some data to the website. So typically, and when we get it from the website, it will be a get request. We are sending from our machine to that website. It is basically a post request. I hope everyone knows. So you can see the session cookie over here and everything. Along with that, this is important, the username and the password field. Okay. So now I will show you how to use the solution. Okay. I know the solution, but I will show you. So I have already gone to that post login and I've given some username and parameter. Now what you need to do, you need to send this to the intruder. Okay. How to do that? If you just click on it, if you do a right click on it, send to intruder over here. Can you see this? So I'll send it to
Yes, sir.
intruder. If you click on intruder, the next tab becomes orange. Okay. So you click, see, it has become orange. Now the request is over here. Okay, the attack type, the depend. Okay, now which attack you want to do? If you read it, this attack uses a single set of payloads, one or more payload position, something pitchfork using multiple payload sets. Probably I'm using multiple payload sets. Let's say I'm using pitchfork. Okay, so what you can do now, which are the parameters that I want to attack on brute force? The username and the password field, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. So what I will do, I will click on, I will select the admin field. I will click on add button. You will see a dollar symbol with my parameter, basically variable. Someone is calling me. I will take the call later on. Yeah. So now the password field, this is the password field. Now I click on add button. Now this is done. Now what I will do, I need to give what? I need to give the payloads, correct?
Yes, sir.
So payloads means I need to give the payload to payload. Okay, so here you can see we have two payload position, one for the username, one for the password. So I will give here one. I need to load it. Where I will load it, I will load it from my
Downloads.
burp and the username, right? So this is my username field. I will give the username. Done. I'll come to part two, load, probably the password. Done. Now part A done. Whatever information is required, I've done. Next up, just press start attack. It should be working. So here you can see it is changing. It is trying with Carlos and you're seeing the payload position. You're changing. So different users, different passwords, it is keep on changing until unless you get a correct response. So this is how the attack is done in real life. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. So
Anyone,
can you
any
just
doubt?
show that, like you added one payload and how did you add the second payload again? I just lost that
Oh,
step.
okay,
You
then
loaded one payload and then the second one was done.
I will just stop the attack because discard it. Okay, so this is where is it? This is some random thing. I think I don't need it. Yeah. So over here you can see the positions, right? This is your payload
Yes.
one. This is your payload two. So
Okay.
I have, if you read the description of it, you will be able to understand for what each of them is. The description is provided just below it. Okay. Uh, So over here, I have two parameters. I want it to be like multiple users changing. Okay, this attack uses multiple payload sets. So I want to use multiple payloads. So I'll go to pitchfork. Fine. Now I'll need to give the payload as well, right? So you need to click on over here payload set. You can click on one. You will click on load and then update it. click on load and update it.
Then
Okay.
load the other file. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Got it, sir.
So the only thing is that you have allowed over here maybe up to 100. That's what it is showing me. So like payload count 100, not the least of 100. Payload count 100 means 100 of positions you can keep over here. Clear? This
Yes,
positions
sir.
you can
Got it,
keep
sir.
100. Okay. And if you click on start attack, I think everyone has saw that. So this is how the brute force actually works. Okay. Clear? So
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Understood.
typical one attack out of many. Labs again. It is available over here. You can come over here and see. Now let's try to show you the SQL injection. Okay. So you can do it in two ways. You can use the ports figure as well. I will just need to intercept is off. I need to do that. So I will just intercept is off so that traffic passes now. So SQL injection lab. So allow login bypass. So here is it. So this is again apprentice level means it is kind of easy. Okay. So
Uh,
here the solution.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
Actually,
ahead.
sir, I have a doubt. Like,
Mm.
while using burp suit, how can we find out that this variable or this parameter could be our advantage to hack the website?
It will come from experience, I will say, because sometimes you want to do cookie hijacking, so that time the cookie parameter will be important. Depends on what attack you want to perform, right?
Okay, okay, sir.
Because sometimes, let's say you want to do broken access control, right? So that time you want to change the what is that URL parameter? I've shown you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So that's how it is. So SQL injection, this is very basic. I don't know what I will teach. So I will show you one more. Right? This particular lab is very basic. You can do it from try hack me as well if anyone is interested. So try hack me login. I think I have already logged in. Please don't ask me to do it again. Yeah. So just go to access and download it and download configuration file. Perfect. It has downloaded it. Yeah. Just open terminal. So sudo open VPN noob. So I'm just trying to connect it with my things. So I'm just showing one more idea. So you can do it from various locations. That's what I'm trying to show. So you can do it from this ports figure lab, as well as you have few labs from here. So which I'm trying to show you now. So you can come over here, you can write your OWASP and you will get many uh, free rooms. Okay, you can see broken access control room and all those things. Subscription type, make it free so that I think everyone will not have the paid subscription. So make it free and try to do it. And you have lot of things. You have juice shop and all. I will take now the DVWA. It is, yeah. So just to start the machine. So let it start. We need to wait for few minutes till the IP address appears. So meanwhile, maybe I can show it from here only. So uh, if you see what you need to do, again, click on access the lab, done it. You need to modify the username. How will you modify that? Anyone knows what this does actually? This dash dash parameter in SQL. Can anyone say it?
No, sir, don't know.
Okay. So this actually hold on. Yeah. So this actually comments up the next part. So let's say the username, password, the like let's say this is X and this is Y. So select star from users where username equals to probably I've given something the X, and then if I'm using dash dash in the parameter which I was showing you in there. This will actually comment down the rest of the part. Comment down. That means it will not even check the password field. Comment. This is a vulnerability. Fine. So typical dash dash means it will not checking further. The parameter is true at the first parameter only. The other parameters are not checked. Clear? So is this clear, guys? Any doubt? So
Yes, sir.
here the thing is that you need to where you need to modify the login request. So modify the login request means probably again the my account you need to go. Yeah. So the username and the password field. Let it just load the IP address. Yeah, the IP address is loaded. So probably I will just again give some admin and I'll give some admin. I will not log in as of now. I need to intercept is on. Okay. Now it comes. I'll try to do the login. Don't save it. I'll just forward the packet. Over here, you can see this is my username and password. Correct? The same thing which we have done in the Bob suite, but here we are trying to do SQL injection. Now here in SQL injection, you need to change the parameter. So what is that? I will just change the user and modify the username parameter, give it something like this. So let me show you. So what I will do, I can change it directly over here as well. So they told me to change the parameter. So I will change the parameter, or probably what you can do over here. Here also you can allow the apply the brute force technique in real life. I will show you what you can do. I'll just change the parameter field over here. You can see ideally what should happen. Now it should not take the password field. Let's try to see that what is happening. If I try to forward it, let's see what happens. Forward, forward. It is still happening. Probably a lot of request. Or maybe we'll just make it intercept is off because I've already passed it. So here you can see I was able to go to the administrator field directly. Why? Because the site was actually vulnerable to the SQL injection. I told you if I'm using this dash dash parameter, it comments out the other part. That means it has commented out the password field in there. And that's how I was able to log in as an administrator. Again, typical SQL injection vulnerability. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Anyone? Any doubt? Come on, guys.
Sir,
You need to.
while doing these attacks, like
Mhm.
burps, while using burp suit,
Mm.
does the administrator know that we are doing this kind of stuff on his website?
Uh, if it's actively monitoring the IP address, yes.
Okay, so can we change our IP address by using proxy chains or by Tor while
Sorry,
using this?
sorry. What?
Like while using burp suit, can we change our IP address like you by using
Uh,
proxy chains or Tor server?
like you can do it ideally. You can do it, but I mean, if you're doing something legally, I think there is no reason for that. Because
Yes,
even if you're trying to pick a website from these bug bounty programs. I've shown you, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So uh, be it on the scope, properly read it, what is allowed. If they are saying, okay, in SQL injection, they're allowed, they will give you the website link as well, where you can do the SQL injection part, test it out. So read the scope because even if you do so many things, you can land yourself in a problem. Why you want to do that?
Yes, sir.
At least at your stage, you as you don't know much about the things you're doing, right? So when you're doing something, you should be very careful what you're trying to do because this, if you do it in a website, it is highly illegal thing, right? See, I'm trying to get an admin access, right, on a website.
Yes, sir.
So which is illegal, right? So let's say I'm getting an admin access in your college website. I'm allowed to change my attendance and all the maybe random scores and everything, which is not a good idea. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, getting the admin access. I have the permission to do it, correct? So before you do something, know what is the consequence, what is the thing you're trying to do. That's how I would say. So there is, so I've shown you something with the DVW with the Bob suit. You can explore more on that side. Uh, Come to this website now. This is again you change of vulnerabilities and all. Okay, so I don't know the DVW login. So either you can crack it using Bob's like brute force. You can use that, but for now, just try it out. Okay, whether you're able to crack this website or not. Default login credentials. Aja bhai. Where is it? Is there? It's not even there. I just don't want to do it now. Brute force. There should be something. Why it is not showing me? Come on. Wait, hold on. I will just try to figure out that. DVWA default grids. Okay, here you can see the admin. So what you can do, as I've shown you the brute force attack, you can take the request and try it in there as a brute force method. Probably a good learning exercise as well, whether you're able to log in or not. Take these two passwords in the list, probably make a list of 100 and try to do that. Or probably you can take some other list as well, like rocku.txt, which is already available. So here you can see this is the login. Okay. uh, I will encourage. Oh, my burp suit is on. I will switch off my burp suit now because I will not need it. And it will basically crash if I'm trying to do it with my because that is again a proxy. TryHackMe is also using VPN, right? So both of them, don't try to use it simultaneously. It will crash it up. Now I have done it. Probably will close this pub. You have done not a work for me. Perfect. So now it should work. TW security. So yeah, don't try to use both of them. Probably like it is clashing, right? I'm using VPN for open like TryHackMe and then again trying to take the proxy. Don't do it. Make it low. Submit it. All the challenges will change. Again, you can do the brute force attack over here as well. Let me show you the SQL injection. The SQL injection which I was showing you uh, was a different kind of thing. Here it is kind of a database. Now database, let me show you how it will work. Let me give user ID. Does this works? No. Let me give you any number. Does this works? No. Probably yeah. So one, getting some output. I'm giving 5. I'm getting some output. So basically the database is something like if you give some user ID, you will be getting some output. This is the uh, working of the website. Okay. Now what you can do, I don't remember any other things. So you can come over here, SQL injection cheat sheet. I will just go GitHub. Okay. So just come over here. Does this work? Yeah. So here you can see all the SQL injection parts. Okay. So we will try with something. Let's try with something. So what you can do, what I will suggest you, like you can actually, so I will take with something like with auth bypass, right? Whereas I am trying to do something with the authentication bypass as of now. So let me try with I'll take admin, copy it up and try to paste it. So you have an error. Does this works? Yeah, this works. So I just came to this website, grabbed some SQL injection, and if I'm giving it, so ideally what should happen, it should give me the output for only one. Now this is the typical example. Try to understand, guys. I'll keep the marker on annotate so that you can see it. So what should happen ideally? Ideally it should happen. I will give one. Come on, what this thing? Try now. Got it. Array, got it. Yeah, come on. It doesn't remove clear my notations. This is good. This will be disappear, right? So yeah. So ideally, what should happen? You should give one user ID or something, and then based on that, it will give you some output. This should happen, right? We have seen that working. Now, what we are using now, try to understand this from this particular payload. So, काम ही नहीं करेगा. Start interacting with the background. Yeah, over here. Now the payload I am using is admin one. I will copy that. I will paste it in this particular site so that you are able to see. So the okay, bring back. Okay, fine. So now the what I have done, I have kept it to user ID equal to admin. Now you know the user ID is something which takes the numerical value, something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something not admin. So what it will do, it will check admin. It will show, okay, no, it is not allowed. So what the parameter would be, it will be false. Then it will go to the OR statement, OR, right? So OR, it will check 1 equals to 1. So 1 equals to 1 is always true. The database will think, okay, this is a true condition. So whatever the user ID is provided, the true condition is there. But the true condition is, again, the database will be confused what data to be published because they doesn't know the I am asking for 1, 2, or 3, whatever user ID it is. I don't know what content is there, but I'm asking for 1, 2, 3. What I don't know because the database is confused. Database will think everything is true. So by the manipulation, I was able to get the all the data over here. If you see, this is all the data. So this is the SQL injection vulnerability. Is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Here you can do a lot of things. You can come over here, XSS you will do. Um, don't try to learn like, don't try to mug up because it is available. Try to understand what this SQL injection is trying to do. That is more than sufficient. Let's say this is, I will go to XSS now. Okay. I also don't know. Let me find out what we can do. XSS cross-site scripting, which I was trying to say, like it will try to give some prompt. I will just try to end up something. So let me see how the website actually works. So they're asking for my name. Let me give that, submit it. So they are saying just hello Rohit, right? So probably it will try to give something. Let us try that. Maybe I'll try to throw an alert. Does this works? So I will give Rohit. Along with that, I will also press this script. Does this works? Does this works? No, it doesn't work. So what I will do, I will again try it. Script. I try to simply keep alert. Uh, close the tag script. Does this work? Yeah, this works. So basically any of the payload will work. I don't know which payload will work. You need to try it up. So that's how this is the vulnerability. So I am able to display something. This is actually called as cross-site scripting. I can do multiple things with it. Like I can actually take a hold of the session cookies. I can steal something from the website. So yeah, you get the idea basically. So this is the reflected access. Basically, it is not stored anywhere. It's a one-time effort. So, but the same thing you can do with the XSS stored. Just keep here something. Message is hello, and I will just keep like sign in guest. So what the idea is over here in cross-site or stored vulnerabilities, like the message is getting stored in the websites. Every time you will refresh it, it will running it. How? Something like malware, and I will write hi. This is XSS, and I will just keep my tags over here. Again, the same tag which I was using it. Probably it has just worked because. So I'll give just alert. I'll want to give an alert for malware detected. Let's say. So I close this and I will give the script tag again. Oh, it is not allowing me. So probably I will just need to keep malware. I'll close this script tag again. Now let's see if it works. Sign guest book. So this is should be stored. Let me just do refresh. No, nothing happens. Not can be empty. Okay, I don't think that has worked. But the whole idea is the whatever script you are trying to give over here, it will be stored in the website, and every time you try to do a refresh, it will be throwing you that vulnerability. Maybe we can try something else now. From here, is there any simple script tag? All are complicated. I don't like it. Let's try to see if this works. Image source. No, I will just try to take with script maybe. So let's see if this works or not. But yeah, the whole idea is like you need to find out which is vulnerable to. I don't think so even this is worked. Okay, this is not working. So uh, script alert one. Does this works? And okay, no, somehow it is not working. But yeah, you need to find out whatever will work. That's our vulnerability, right? You need to find out what is the vulnerability and all. So yep, any doubt in this part? You have understood, I think. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so what I was explaining in the beginning, right? I told you that JavaScript actually tries to inject some website. So that is how these codes will actually look like. So what they will do, what the attacker will do, the attacker will probably try to inject this kind of websites in the sorry, this kind of script tags inside the website, so that you click on anything and you just what is that? You will wait. Let me close it. Yeah. So if you read about more about this sock goalies malware, or I will just give you the name instead of me speaking, so that you can at least go ahead and shock goalies. So read about these JS based malwares, nothing but they are trying to inject some JavaScript based codes inside the website. So I think today's class was more about the idea about OS top 10. I know 2 hours for a OS top 10 thing. You can spend for one vulnerability, you can entire 7 days, you can keep on going. So the whole idea was to just give you the brief idea about what is it, and uh, the expectation after OS top 10. Probably you have learned something useful today. But yeah, any questions, anything you wanted to discuss before we wrap up?
Hello,
No?
sir.
Yeah.
Can you please check now the assignments?
Yeah, I will check that. But yeah, any questions, any doubts?
No, sir. Got it, sir.
What about others? This is only one.
So are we going to like learn it in deep, like how to perform this, like
Deep as in like this particular my schedule and time, I'm not going to show you that because it is only 2 hours. The entire course is like fast paced 2 hours, more like a basic what the things that you can expect in each of these things. Frankly speaking, even for learning seam as well, we need to dedicate 30-40 hours. So these are all entire courses in itself. The things which I was showing, it is entire course, right? So if someone is becoming a professional, entire life he is doing OS top 10. So you cannot learn it within 2 hours. The more idea is like you just need to get the idea about what is it. Clear?
yes?
Yeah. At least you got the basic starting point. From here on, you can start progressing. So I think Bharat is already, of Vinayak. Yeah, Vinayak has already shared the form link. So please go ahead and fill up this form, the feedback form, and yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow. But before joining tomorrow, I will request you guys to form a group of 4 to 5 people in a group. Okay. Tomorrow will be a fun activity. I'm not going to do much of teaching tomorrow, uh, as it will be my last class with you guys. So more like a fun activity. We'll do some exercise things which we have already done it before. So please try to make some groups of 4 to 5 people, and then we'll decide. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. So one more
Okay.
doubt. Can
Hmm.
could you provide us some references so that we could learn in the like?
I just showed you the web security, the Sports Figure Academy, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just open
that
that
I know,
website,
sir.
you will be able to learn it.
Other than those.
Other than those, there is a book which comes up. This I will show you. Wait, hold on. Let me just share. But yeah, everyone else, please fill up the form, and you are allowed to log off. So I think there is this called as Web Security Handbook. Yeah, this book. This is the Bible of cybersecurity. Sorry, the pen testing basically. So yeah, if you're interested, you can purchase this book. I will don't go for the offline copy. I will suggest you to the hardware, like the not the hardware, the hard copy of it. Uh, Very much interesting, like interesting. They will teach you a lot more. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
The more you explore, anyway, you will get more idea on it. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, yes, sir. So also for uh, fresher as a pen testing junior, some guidance you could give us.
Some guidance for pen testing. Um, See, you need to be good with networking. Mm, That is the first scenario. You need to good with operating systems. Any pick up any operating system like Windows or anything. And pen tester, I would suggest do more CTF labs. So go to TryHackMe, you will find out more CTF rooms. You need to do that. So probably
And
there was
see,
a VAPT session arranged, right? I don't know how many of you have attended that, but the I don't know the content as well. I'm not aware of it, but yeah, you need to know the tools, few of the tools like Metasploit, how it is working, and all those things. Try to do labs, CTF labs from this. Try hack me, you will get the idea. Watch the solution and do it. You how the Nmap tool is running, how the Nicto tool is running, how to find out the vulnerability, how you can exploit the vulnerability. All these things are required when you try to become a VAPT engineer or some like web application, whatever it is. So you need to do more labs. The more hands-on challenges you do, same applies for the defensive side as well. Cyber security is all about practice. The more practice, not the theory. Theory is good, everyone is learning, but more practical you do, uh, more grasp on the topic you will have it. Clear?
hello,
Mm.
sir.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Actually, sir, how can I find an internship related to cybersecurity?
Good question. Probably I will take this question tomorrow. Any other questions apart from this? But Neeraj, please ask this question tomorrow first half only, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a good question. I will take time to discuss this, so I'm skipping it for now. Any other
Oh,
questions?
no, sir.
Anyone else? Perfect. I think there is no more questions. Uh, where is Vinayak? Hello, Vinayak, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So from now
Okay,
you can
sir.
take it ahead. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, Rohit, sir, and all the participants for joining this session. One short reminder, please fill the feedback form shared in the chat box. After filling feedback form, give me the
Rohit sir?